Dog, I'm sick of these fucking shills, bro. And I'm talking about Van Jones. I'm talking about Brandon Tatum. I'm talking about a lot of Christian nationalist Republicans. Like, these motherfuckers are really starting to piss me off to the point where I want to create a service that basically puts all these motherfuckers' locations in one fucking place so that we can not do anything violent, of course, but harass them, like, as far as, you know what I'm saying, calling them out on their bullshit, on how they're fucking over the American people by being, you know, tools of propaganda within the country. And these, like, this, we're literally ruled by criminals, right? And these motherfuckers are part of the reason why so many people are misinformed, because no one, you know, a lot of people are not speaking the truth, you know, when it comes to people with a platform, right? So majority of people with a platform are either just, you know, they're kind of quiet about the issues because they don't want no smoke with the powers that be. And then you got the fucking shills. And then you got the people that believe the fucking shills. And then you got, you know, the people who are speaking the truth, which is few and far between. For example, Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, you know, right-wing voices. And so there's also some other, oh, shit, bless me. There's also some, you know, other people that, you know, I don't know everybody. Damn. Shit, bless me. Fucking, you know, Ian Carroll. You know, people that speak the truth. And Candace Owens' life literally just got threatened by the French government. Literally just got threatened by the French government. And she received this information from a high-ranking government official who also has other people's, you know, other people in their crosshairs right now. There's also another journalist that she mentioned. I can't remember the name right now, but that they're also trying to kill. And this is coming from a French government official. You know, Brigitte Macron, Candace Owens just called her out on being a man. And guess what? Guess what he can't do? The man in France cannot produce any pictures of them pregnant. I mean, come on, like, if you're a fucking female, bro, what's up? What's up with it? If you're a fucking female, right? And somebody's calling you a fucking man, why the fuck can't you just send pictures of someone, of you raising your children, of you pregnant? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? That's the easiest fucking thing in the world to prove, is that you're not a fucking man. And these motherfuckers are trying to sue her, to Candace Owens, on a technicality, right? And mainstream media, they then report this shit as, oh, Brigitte Macron is just suing Candace Owens. But no, they don't tell you that they're suing on a fucking technicality. They're not even addressing the accusation that she's a fucking man. And y'all motherfuckers just believe this shit, bruh. I'm getting fucking sick of this shit, my nigga. I cannot, like, I've been going down these fucking rabbit holes, and I admit. Okay, so let me slow down. I'm getting a little, okay, let me slow down. I was getting a little animated. All right. So I don't know, that may be a bot, but maybe I do need to clarify you know, what I'm speaking about, right? So what I'm currently speaking about is the state of Israel occupying the federal, state, and local governments, because they're occupying on all levels. And I don't care what nobody say, you can look it up right now. There's 38 states that have passed pro-Israeli legislation. Why are we passing pro-another country legislation in fucking America? Why the fuck is another country even mentioned in our fucking laws? What the fuck are we talking about here? And so the people I'm talking about are the motherfuckers that defend this shit, like Brandon dumbass Tatum. I can't stand that motherfucker. And Van fucking Jones, who is making fucking jokes about dead Gazan babies for millions to fucking watch. I'm talking about Lindsey fucking Graham, who, when speaking on the Venezuela thing, he said, we're cutting people's taxes and killing all the right people. Who the fuck's taxes are you fucking cutting? You ain't cutting my shit. And then you celebrating fucking murder? And this is not just about Republicans, Democrats too. Hillary Clinton, when they fucking killed Gaddafi, she was gloating about that shit. She could barely fucking contain herself when celebrating the fucking sodomizing with a machete of a fucking African leader who actually tried to do shit for his people. The real reason they killed Gaddafi is because he was trying to unite the state of Africa, much like Ibrahim Traore is currently doing, right? And trying to get away from the American currency, because there's a growing list of countries that are no longer in the club with America, but now they're making deals with China and other geopolitical enemies in America, right? And that list is fucking growing because people are seeing who the fuck we are, bruh. Like, do you understand how many governments America has overthrown? Wake the fuck up. We are the enemy to a lot of fucking countries. And we don't even know. We don't even understand what's going on. The CIA plots covert operations, so undercover operations to create coups and destabilize economies in other countries. They've been doing it to Venezuela for years. They caused Venezuela, admittedly, Venezuela's economy was not already good, but we put sanctions on them and other things, and they lost 30% of their fucking GDP because America is fucking trying to basically starve these people, bro. Like, the American government does not give a fuck about democracy. This is a constitutional republic. This ain't even a fucking democracy, bro. Like, this shit is pissing me off, and it's like nobody fucking cares. When I fucking talk about this shit, people just dismiss it. They just change the subject. Like, what the fuck is really going on? Do y'all not understand? Do y'all not understand? America is fucking Babylon, nigga. At the end of fucking days, this shit gonna be fucking destroyed. This the shit the Bible talking about that's gonna be destroyed in a fucking hour. We live in that motherfucker. And we're letting them fucking ruin this shit. The government is protecting fucking child pedophiles, bruh. Tom Alexandrovich, which is one of Netanyahu's government members, got hit with fucking trying to solicit a minor for sex, bro. He got fucking caught. When they arrested him, somebody pulled the string, and now he's deported back to Israel with no consequences, bro. Listen to me when I fucking tell you, I got a daughter, I got a son. If somebody, I don't give a fuck who the fuck it is, if somebody touch my motherfucking daughter and the government sends them back to another fucking country, nigga, I'm crashing the fuck out. Believe that shit. Y'all will see my face on the news, right? And I'm talking about my daughter, so I'm getting passionate. I'm not a violent person. I'm a very peaceful fucking person. I have a daughter, I have a son, I have things to live for. I love my life. I'm blessed. I believe in the Most High God. I believe in Jesus Christ. And I know I'm cursing and I'm angry, but you know what? I don't give a fuck, because guess what? The Bible says there's a time for fucking war. The Bible say that. This is the time for fucking war. You see Nepal overthrowing their country. Mexico got a revolution. France, they're demanding that the rich get taxed more. Like, why the fuck we ain't doing none of this shit in America? Do we not give a fuck about what happens to our kids? Do we not give a fuck? My nigga, hundreds of thousands of kids go missing every fucking day, my nigga. Like, or maybe not day, maybe every month. I don't fucking know, but there's millions of them, bro. It's like nobody fucking cares, man. So what we gonna do? We got to do something there. Like, we have to do something. The government isn't gonna do anything. The government is fucking compromised. The government is corrupt. The only change that's gonna come is through the people, through the collective. And we may not agree on this or that, but one thing that I'm sure we can agree on is that we don't want a fucking foreign country running our politicians that are supposed to be representing us. Why are we talking about, why are we ever passing pro-Israeli legislation in America? I literally live right down the fucking street from an Israeli weapons manufacturer called Elbit, Elbit, right? I live right down the street from this place called Elbit. We've cut public school funding to bring an Israeli weapons manufacturer in my backyard. So we've cut funding to other kids to go fund the genocide of children in another country. South Carolina, my state alone, has bought 30 million this year in junk Israeli bonds. And guess what they're using to buy these Israeli bonds? Basically, you know, these are bad bonds that Israel can't profit off of, and they make states in America purchase them. South Carolina has spent 30 million. Minimum wage, my nigga, is $7.25, and they're buying 30 million in Israeli junk bonds that really have no value. So we're basically cleaning up their financial mistakes on top of everything else we're doing for them. They tell y'all that we send 3 billion a year to Israel. It's really closer to like 20 billion in the last 3 years. They're lying about how much we're sending, as they do with everything else. They're sending pedophiles that work for the Israeli government or that are Israeli citizens. They're sending them back to Israel once they find out what they're doing. They don't prosecute them. On 9/11, a woman saw 5 dancing Israelis dancing with the Twin Towers in the background filming, having a whole fucking photo shoot while people jumped to their fucking deaths out of a fucking multi-story building. While they burned in fucking side, Israelis were celebrating. 2 of the 5 were deemed Israeli intelligence by the FBI. This is all easily verifiable. You can look it up on your own. A lot of Israeli intelligence members had addresses very close to the locations of those who were planning the hijacking. You want to know who was the only company to evacuate the World Trade Center before it went down in a pile of rubble? An Israeli media company. They evacuated. They made it. They survived. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Israel stole uranium from the United States to further their nuclear program. And when there was, I don't know if it was us. I can't remember if it was the UN or if it was the US. I think it was the UN. I might be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. They sent a team to basically investigate Israel's nuclear capabilities. And Israel literally built an entire fake nuclear facility, essentially, just to, show them something. But they didn't really want to show them what they had. How come Israel doesn't have to, how come they don't have to register their nuclear weapons? Why is it okay for them not to? I mean, it just to be living under a government that's funding a genocide with the taxes from our paychecks should be enough to cause riots in the streets. But nothing's happening. Everybody's just continuing on. I mean, even if you can't dedicate your life to it. Like, at least speak on it. At least bring awareness to the criminal enterprise that is our political structure. Lobbying is just legal bribery. 95% of the politicians funded by AIPAC win. If you go against AIPAC, they destroy you politically. So our politicians are even scared to speak out because it's career suicide, which creates a catch-22 of anti-American policy. Why do we fund a country that has free healthcare and we don't? We give our money to Israel, who has free healthcare, who has interest-free loans, whose moms get a check every month from the government. I mean, what the fuck are we doing? What the fuck is going on? The Epstein files. It's been so long since they said anything about, or since they, since it initially happened. It's been so long. I don't even think I'm gonna fucking believe whatever they put out. Like, I really don't. I don't know, man. So, yeah, I'm gonna attend the next city council meeting, and I'm part of a protest group called Elbe Out of SC. We're trying to get that dumbass Israeli weapons manufacturer out of the county or whatever. So I'll be attending the city council meeting on that. And I know the last time I did this, they were telling me, try to be cooler about it, and because we got some support and this and that. But I don't give a fuck. I think it's bullshit. I don't think. I think those people are just saying what they gotta say to look like they give a fuck. I think it's so. At the next meeting, I'm going to say whatever the fuck I want. I'm not going to curse, but I am going to go hard. Like, I'm going to really say what the fuck I want to say, because I'm sick of this shit. I'm fucking sick of this shit, bro. I can't watch no more videos of Brandon Tatum and Van Jones or any of these other fucking shills for Israel that basically are trying to convince the American people to support a genocide and convince the American people to put money into things that are against their interests. They literally are on a campaign to convince people to vote against their own interests, which they have been doing for a very long time. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I consider myself an independent, but currently I'm not voting for no motherfucking body. Because I'm in South Carolina. Every fucking politician is owned by Israel here. All of them support Israel. And I'm not voting for I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care if you call me un-American for not voting. I'm not voting for somebody who supports the occupation of our U.S. government by Israel. I'm not voting for nobody who fucking supports that. I'm not voting for nobody who fucking wants to send aid to Israel. I'm not voting for anybody who supports Venezuelan regime change. I mean, they're killing fishermen and claiming that they're drug boats when Venezuela is not even close to the top producer of fentanyl into the U.S. It's not even close. And Trump actually created a new term which allows him to do this, called narco terrorists. So he refers to these people in Venezuela as narco terrorists. And that gives him the ability to just fucking bomb them indiscriminately. The boats that they're claiming are trying to bring drugs to America have to refuel like literally every 100 miles. If they were actually doing that, it would be extremely easy to stop them without indiscriminate bombing. Like, if we truly wanted to resolve the drug issue, we don't have to fucking bomb a boat to smithereens to do it. Like, that's common sense. I don't know. Honestly, I don't even give a fuck if nobody's watching. I'm just venting because, like, I don't got nobody to really go in depth with about this shit, man. Everybody's all, you're too caught up in conspiracies and, oh, you need to give your brain a break. Like, but for me personally, I don't understand how stuff like this doesn't consume your mind when the country or state you live in is completely corrupt. How does it not fuck with you that somebody in, let's say somebody in the deep state can just easily kill you without any repercussion? Like, I have no platform. Nobody knows me. But if I did have a platform and I was talking like this and I got fucking murdered, the FBI would just cover it up, say it was a lone shooter, maybe say my bullet, my neck stopped a bullet that traveled 3,000 feet per second. You know, this shit is just ridiculous. Maybe they would delete the footage of me being taken into the police station. You know, maybe my parents, who are upstanding citizens, my father's a 25-year Navy veteran. My mom's been in the medical field for a long time. And maybe you wouldn't hear a peep from them if I had a platform and I got murdered for speaking the truth. Maybe then my parents wouldn't exist, even though they're very vocal people. You see what I'm saying? Like, this deep state is a problem. This deep state operates without impunity. The president is afraid of the deep state. And when I say the deep state, I mean intelligence agencies. And there's more intelligence agencies than just the CIA, the FBI, the NSA. There's more. There's like over a dozen, maybe over a dozen more that we don't even know about. People who can just make you disappear. And nobody knows the fucking difference. Yeah, man. This ain't about black and white. This ain't about left versus right. It's about right and wrong. The right thing to do is to stand up to these fucking criminal cowards. Because the Messiah I believe in, Jesus Christ, the Most High God, he flipped the tables of the tax collectors when they turned his synagogue into a marketplace. Jesus flipped tables. Jesus was not afraid to stand up to fucking criminals. He wasn't afraid to stand up to people who have, you know, bad intentions. He wasn't afraid of that. And so if you, and you know what, let me rephrase. Being afraid is fine, but don't allow your fear to control you. You know, courage is taking action in the presence of fear. Fear is a natural thing. Fear can help you survive, but there's a time where you have to understand that your fear is, you know, it takes a back seat to truth, to justice, to righteousness. So, but I've been talking for a minute, so I'm Yeah, I don't even know if this shit. But anyway. Hey, I appreciate nobody for listening. Just kidding. And even if you people in the comments are real, then yeah, I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one. Wait, I just hit the X or something. I'm gonna delete this shit. Fuck it.